As you've seen by that lovely intro montage there, we have an amazing lineup of Microsoft Surface products aimed at bringing the best of Windows in a premium package across the board. We do understand that although having options is good, sometimes it's hard to know the differences between them and which one is right for you. This is Ben, one of your product evangelists working with Microsoft, and in this particular video, I am going to take you through an easy to understand overview of the current in-life Microsoft Surface products, what makes them similar and consistent across them, and also the differences between them. No time wasting, let's meet the Surface family. In no particular order, first up is the Surface Go 3, next up is the Surface Laptop Go 2, followed by the Surface Laptop 5, which comes in two sizes of 13.5 and 15 inch. Then we have the Surface Pro 9 and its variant or twin sibling, the Surface Pro 9 5G, and last but not the least is the Surface Laptop Studio. Disclaimer, and all intents purposes, at the time of this recording, these 5 Surface products are the current in-life products in the Microsoft Surface family. Now you know the Surface family products by name and seen them in this video with all the lovely product shots that we are giving you, I'm breaking them into 2 categories that define their character. First are the devices which are classed as 2-in-1, and second are the devices classed as the traditional clamshell. Let's start with the devices classed as 2-in-1. These devices in the current Surface family lineup are the Surface Go 3 and the Surface Pro 9. The best way to describe these devices are tablets with laptop power. What that basically means is that these are tablet devices first and foremost that function and work as a standalone product without the need of extra accessories like a physical keyboard and mouse to get them working straight away. That is part 1 of the 2-in-1 nature of the Surface Go 3 and the Surface Pro 9. Try saying that fast 3 times. The second part of the 2-in-1 experience of the Surface Go 3 and the Surface Pro 9 is the laptop power they bring. This is where the optional accessories like the Surface Slim Pen 2 and the Surface Pro signature keyboard play a key part in giving you the best laptop experience, allowing these Surface products to transform from being just a tablet to giving you a full-blown laptop experience and beyond. Let's talk about the Surface devices that fall under the category clamshell. The Surface Laptop Go 2, the Surface Laptop 5 and the Surface Laptop Studio. This is the traditional form factor that has been around for as long as we know, with the laptop comprising of a display, physical keyboard and mouse trackpad built on a hinge system that opens when you're ready to work and play and closes when you are done and ready to sleep or partake in other activities. The exception to the rule that takes it further is the Surface Laptop Studio. Think of this device as the equivalent of the friend or family member who does Pilates and knows yoga. There has to always be one. Yep, because the Surface Laptop Studio may look like your traditional clamshell, but it can also transform from laptop mode to stage mode by pulling the screen right in front of the trackpad, which is great for having a more immersive experience when watching your favorite TV shows and movies, or even better, when you are ready to kick back, relax, play some games and chill. From stage mode, you can take it a step further by pulling it all the way down in an almost flat canvas position known as studio mode. Studio mode really caters to having the best experience when using a supported accessory like the Surface Slim Pen 2, the Surface Laptop Studio, the Pilates Master of the clamshell family. Now we know the Surface family products and the categories they sit in, we will now focus on the 4 core areas that really define the Surface experience across all of them. These areas are the display, performance, design, and software. Let's begin. Let's start with what is front and center, the display. One thing that is the same across all Surface products currently is the aspect ratio, which in this case is 3:2. Now, I won't go down the rabbit hole that is to explain the technical definition of what aspect ratio is, but I will keep it simple for you and bring it back to why 3:2 is used. In relation to displays, aspect ratio in simple terms refers to how square or rectangle shaped displays are. If you cast your mind back to the CRT TVs of old, they had a more 4:3 aspect ratio, making them closer to a square shape, whereas now most TVs are 16:9 aspect ratio in a shape closer to a rectangle. Keeping the flow of simplicity here for aspect ratio, the reason why Surface products use 3x2 is to provide a more viewing experience favored to things like taking notes on a Word document and still providing a near enough widescreen experience even when viewing things in portrait mode. For example, you'll be able to see more on a 3x2 display if you have two documents open at the same time compared to a 16:9 display, making you more productive. Aspect ratio done. Next is touch control, and I'm pleased to tell you that all mentioned Surface products support 10-point multi-touch control. This basically means that all your lovely 10 fingers can be used at the same time, or even better, if you, your friends, family, or even kids want to doodle or draw on the display at the same time, you can split your fingers between yourselves, up to 10 of them working at the same time. Talk about an interesting way to teamwork. From touch, it's now pen input. This is where the differences start to come in. All Surface family products support Surface Pen input on the display, except, drumroll, wait for it, a Surface Laptop Go 2. Why, you may ask? Well, this is more down to cost, value, and consideration by making the Surface Laptop Go 2 the go-to laptop to recommend, by making it as affordable and accessible to users wanting to get into the Surface family. Next part, you'll hear two names used for the type of screens you will find on a Surface product, which are PixelSense Flow Display and PixelSense Display. Let's start with PixelSense Flow Display. This refers to a Surface device display that is not only high resolution with touch and pen input, but also a dynamic high refresh rate, usually up to 120 Hz. When using pen input on a PixelSense Flow display, you will also get a subtle vibration haptic feedback, aiding a more tactile experience when using a supported pen like the Slim Pen 2. Pretty neat. I hear you loud and clear, people. What is refresh rate? Refresh rate is basically a measurement of how fast and smooth your display is per second, meaning 120 Hz will be faster, more responsive, and visually smoother than your traditional 60 Hz. These favor having the most accurate and responsive experience when using pen input and gaming, as well as the overall UI. With that explainer out the way, what devices will you find using a PixelSense Flow display in the Surface family? These devices are the Surface Pro 9 and the Surface Laptop Studio, leaving the others still with an awesome PixelSense display. To round it all off with the display is resolution. In this case, the higher the number, the sharper and more detailed the display is. Hey, why don't I actually tell you the order of the highest to the lowest in screen resolution in the Surface family? In first place, the Surface Pro 9 with a resolution of 2880 by 1920. In second place is the Surface Laptop 5 15-inch with a 2496 by 1664 resolution. In third place is the Surface Laptop Studio with a 2400 by 1600 resolution. In fourth place is the Surface Go 3 with a 1920 by 1280 resolution. And fifth place is the Surface Laptop Go 2 with a 1536 by 1024 resolution. Thank you all Surface family members for participating in the Display Resolution Awards. You all win a free trip to PixelSense Island. Well, this is actually beginning to sound like a game show. Let's now talk about power. And at the heart of each Surface product consists of the processor, RAM, and SSD storage that powers them. To save this video being too long, we'll focus on the processors for now, as I do have a fun analogy that should hopefully help you remember all of them. At the current time, all the Surface products mentioned in this video are powered by Intel processors, with some models qualifying for the badge of honor I like to call Intel Evo. One exception will be the Surface Pro 9 5G, which is powered by Microsoft's SQ3, but more on that later. All Intel processor model names at the end of them have a letter suffix that signifies how powerful they are. We are going to use an acronym known as HUGGY and the kitchen cooker analogy to best describe the order of Intel processors that power the Surface family products. Cooker, stove, hob? Which one is it? Let me know in the comment section below. First is H. This Intel H series processor is the most powerful and is the one used in the Surface Laptop Studio. Think of this as the biggest gas or electric cooker in the kitchen. Second is U. This Intel U series processor is the second in the power chain that powers both the Surface Pro 9 and the Surface Laptop 5. Think of this as the second largest gas or electric cooker in the kitchen out of the 4. Third is G. This Intel G series processor is the third in the power chain and that powers the Surface Laptop Go 2. Think of this as a third to medium from small cooker in the kitchen out of the 4. Fourth is Y. This Intel Y series processor is the fourth in the power chain that powers the Surface Go 3. This is indeed a small cooker in the kitchen out of the 4. Next time you are in the kitchen, think of Huggy to remember the Intel processors that power your Surface family devices. Can I get a Huggy? Away from Intel for a moment, I did mention the Microsoft SQ3. This is a custom designed Microsoft processor that powers the Surface Pro 9's twin, the Surface Pro 9 5G. In the name, the chip enables the Surface Pro 9 5G the ability to have 5G data via SIM card slot, giving you an internet connection in more places without the need of worrying about Wi-Fi. Also, it enables cool AI features such as camera tracking when on a video call and many more. Check out our full overview of the Surface Pro 9 5G for a full demonstration of how that works in the cards above and the description below. We talk about a premium experience on Surface, and a big part of that is the design and build quality. This comes down to the materials Microsoft uses in their current Surface products, but a few differences. The two materials you will see being used on a consistent basis is aluminium and magnesium. To save this turning into a chemistry lesson, just know that these are both high quality metal derived materials that are strong and durable. Aluminium is mostly used in the Laptop Go 2, Laptop 5 and Surface Pro 9. Magnesium is mostly used in the Surface Go 3, while the Pilates master of the family, the Surface Laptop Studio, uses both aluminium and magnesium. For all the differences and similarities I've shared with you in this overview of the Surface family, there is one constant that brings the experience together across all the devices, and that is Windows, and specifically Windows 11. Windows 11 is all about making the everyday easier by making your device easier to use while enabling it to be a productivity powerhouse and giving you the performance you want and the security you need. Windows 11 by itself deserves its own deep dive, but in relation to the 3 pillars and the Surface family products, Windows 11 makes the Surface family products easier to use with built-in features like Snap for multi-window support for your applications, and also live subtitles, which puts accessibility at the heart and center for those who need it. Productivity powerhouse, you say? Windows 11's external display support allows the Intel Evo powered Surface Pro 9 with Thunderbolt 4 to output 4K displays, allowing you to truly have laptop power in the form of a tablet. For the performance you want, Windows 11 enables dedicated gaming on the Surface Laptop Studio and fast performance when content creating, live video editing as well. And for the security you need, thanks to Windows Hello, which enables fast and secure device unlock with a biometric method of fingerprint or face, your device is as secure as it gets without the pain of remembering passwords and typing them in. That is Windows 11, making the everyday easier. Thank you for coming on this journey with me with this overview of the Surface family. If you found this video useful, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for the latest videos from us here on Expert Zone UK and I. See you next time. Bye.